Hi, my name is Shakidra.
So we live in a society today that's seen a lot of progress over the past couple hundred years ago. Different things that I'm happy about, from technological advances to globalization to even the more recent topic of improved social quality. All these things I'm very, very proud of, but there is something that is still lingering that affects our country negatively as a whole and us individually, and that's the state of our health. Now, it is actually shown that for the first time in quite some time, we are actually going to have a lower life expectancy than that of our parents. That means we aren't going to be living as long as what they did. So I think I found something that can impact this. I think I found a solution. It's not something that's going to completely fix it, but it's something that's going to make an impact. And it's nothing revolutionary. It's not anything political. It's actually something that is very simple. I'm actually holding it in my back pocket. You want to see it?
Sure.
It's actually vitamin D. Just a vitamin, something that we're actually very, very low in, and most of us are deficient in. So I have a background in health, and I work for a health and wellness company for about 5 years, and the number one thing that people come in for is vitamin D deficiency. And I've had the opportunity to talk to a lot of people, thousands, and that is by far the number one thing people come in for, and they say they're actually low in and just never even knew. So this prompted me to do some investigation. I wanted to figure out more about this vitamin D problem and what it actually means and what are the consequences of being low in vitamin D. So after review, I found out 3 things that I want to share with you today. One is that many people are deficient in vitamin D. 2 is that low vitamin D can increase a variety of different health risks. And 3, increasing your vitamin D levels or having adequate vitamin D levels either through supplementation or through food is going to increase your quality of life. So let's take a look at how many people are low in vitamin D and who it affects. So a study that I've researched shows that 57% of people are actually deficient in vitamin D. Now that number is pretty staggering. That's more than half of us are low in vitamin D. After further review, I found out that it affects people of African descent and Spanish descent even more than Caucasians because of their darker complexion. They don't absorb vitamin D as well. The only place you can really get vitamin D from is a couple different food sources in minute amounts. A little bit from eggs, a little bit from fish sources, and a little bit from milk, which is the most common way we get it. But for those who don't drink milk, they're most likely probably going to be low. And a whole cup of milk is only going to give you 10% of your daily intake. You do get a little bit from the sun, but with problems with skin cancer and people using sunscreen more, we're actually not absorbing the vitamin D from the sun like we used to, and we're kind of staying clear. And studies have backed it up that even in Miami, where people get a lot of sun, up to 40% of people are deficient in vitamin D still. So this is going to cause problems. Let's take a look at what it could do if you're low in vitamin D. Vitamin D deficiencies have a link with so many different diseases, from heart disease to cancer to multiple sclerosis, asthma, diabetes, fractures, sleep patterns. I mean, so many different things it has a role in. Let's take a look at just a couple, some of the more prevalent ones. First, heart disease, the number one killer. There are studies that show with supplementation of 1,000 IUs of vitamin D, which is the potency of just one of these pills, can significantly lower your chances of different heart diseases. Another one, cancer, the number 2 killer. Studies that show that if you take 2,000 IUs of vitamin D per day, which is just 2 of these little pills, can reduce your chances of breast cancer up to 50%. That is significant and something that we need to pay attention to. There's been another large study that shows that the lowest 25% of people who are deficient in vitamin D have a 26% increased chance of mortality over all different issues. And that is not good, people, and that is something that we can fix today very simply. So when we look at improving our vitamin D levels, what can we do? Well, we can go to our doctor and we can get our levels checked. It's very, very simple. You can also buy vitamin D over the counter. Consult your doctor and see if it's something that you're low in, and have a conversation to see if it's something they feel that you should take. If so, you can go to the store and pick up a bottle of vitamin D for about $5. So what's going to happen if you increase your vitamin D levels? Well, studies show that it can help with depression, something that actually is affecting a lot of us today. There's a study that shows that 2,000 IUs of vitamin D, which is just 2 of these pills, can reduce depressive symptoms up to 42%, which is amazing. Something else improving their vitamin D can do There's actually studies that show supplementing just 1,000 IUs of vitamin D per day, which is in one of these pills, would actually can reduce our healthcare burden by $16 to $25 billion. That is significant. And it does this by lowering the different risk of all the different diseases and preventing us from going to the doctor and helping us stay healthy. There is also $124 billion that is going to people that have cancer. People are spending on that. So if we can take vitamin D and make sure that we're okay in those levels, maybe that can help in that aspect as well. So let's review. Most people are low in vitamin D. Low vitamin D causes a variety of different health issues, and increasing your vitamin D can help with a variety of these different issues, as well as help our community. So I urge you today, people, go to your doctor, get checked, see if you're low. I mean, what's this going to hurt? What's holding you back? Chances are you're low. So go to the doctor, see if they suggest you take vitamin D. If so, I urge you to take it to improve your quality of health, to lower your chances from different issues, to help out your family so they don't have to worry about you. Tell your friends, tell your families to get checked as well. This will help out them greatly, as well as the community, and help us out with our different health crisis and the burden it causes on us. Thank you.